little bit behind this morning. We are all out of cereal in the house and went back to good old fashioned eggs. My daughter used to eat eggs almost every day, and uh, then we've gone back to cereal. It's easy, they like it, but I'm sure eggs are a lot better anyways. It just takes a bit more time to get going in the morning. All right, let's pull up this thing. Let's change our title. Yeah, let's go to okay. Title is up to date. Okay. Let's go ahead and get. Okay, we got our terminal going here. Let's get it to the right spot. Um, okay. Switch over and do Kedro-diff. All right, as we get going, here, let's pull this guy down. We got Ayla's artwork here from yesterday still in. Um, All right, let's do a let's see where we're at. Pi test. Make sure we're all passing here. All right, we have 803 tests passed. 3 seconds. I dropped the stream manager. Hey, if you want to toss a link in here, just do like _com or something like that instead of .com. So Nightbot picked up. If that becomes a problem, we can change it, but haven't had enough chat to know yet. Also, thank you, Beerus, for the follow 5 hours ago. Thank you. Okay. So we got our tests running. Git branch should be on node diff. We might be like ready to get node diff merged in. Can't even remember where we were last. Okay. We're mostly up to date. Can we run a Kedro? Do Kedro-diff. Okay. So this is still working to give us some sample outputs. So we get a diff similar to what like a git stat would look like. You know, this example here should specify that we're looking at Python, and it should also do like a like Kedro-diff -- stat or something, is like showing that that's how you'd get that example to work. Down here we have some full pipeline diffs that list out nodes that have been dropped, nodes that have been added, and a node that has changed, and it changed its input. It took output 2, and now it accepts new output as the input. Kind of curious if we look at Kedro space flights, get status. We're gonna just do get add dot. We'll do rm clean. I'm gonna see what it looks like here. Rm my shareable pipeline dot JSON. Yeah, don't need that. Get diff. What's in new nodes? Okay. Apparently, I felt like adding some nodes to this. That's okay. Maybe that'll help us with the diff. Let's quit out of this. Pip install home git Kedro -diff. Hold on. We're working on this live, so -e editable. Still got that morning voice going, trying to get my throat. going. So now we should be able to do a Kedro-diff. Oh, we have to do the diff. Okay. I actually want to, let's do a git log. We're going to grab, let's do this. We have this implement find Kedro. Let's go from C404 to C1FEE. And then we've got a C404 C1FEE. I think I'm right. Okay. None type has no attribute project path. I was afraid something like this would happen. I think like the latest version, 17.3 threw me off. Everything was working nice in 17.2. Let's look at version we have. This is good to run some tests on an actual project. So we're looking at 144 in CLI.py, 144 GG. Okay, that. In diff. Oh, metadata.project path. We're on 117.3 and we don't have a project path. Okay. Let's look at Kedro-viz. Source. No. Rich has all the front end side. Package. There we go. Viz. Do we have a project path in here anywhere? That might help us. Hey, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm using the Poker 3. I can't even remember who makes it. And they replaced the E with a 3, Vortex, with Cherry MX clears. For Father's Day, I have a sweet new split keyb coming. I'm a little bit nervous about switching from here over to a split, but I think it'll be good in the long term. So this bootstrap project is what I think we need. I don't know. Oh, this is something that Jupyter server accepts a project path. This is exactly. And Lim mentioned to me that he put things in integrations. And this is like his shim layer to like suss out different versions and like make them behave similarly. Yes, I use Starship in the shell. Super good. Way better than spending hours on a PS1 that is half broken. Starship just works. Uh, Starship.rs. Anyone else who isn't sure what we're talking about? Um, Super cool prompt that just works with everything and has everything I need without fussing with it. Okay. So he's doing this bootstrap and he is looking for 17.3. He's pulling bootstrap project from Kedro framework startup. But where does he get project path from? Like, who determines project path? References. Okay. Uh, References. Are we still? We're still in integration. Load data. References. Okay. Loving this LSP support from GitHub here. Run server. Here. Path, project path, if project path, else path. Ooh, I like that. Else, just use the current working directory. Because actually, like right now, I'm in the project and I want that. So let's see, what can we do? How else does he get project path? Who calls run server? References, run server. I think this is what I want. The CLI, not in test. Okay, so click option, run server. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Yeah, you can get those. Thanks, buddy. Um, so he's calling run server with a bunch of positional arguments, and it's hard to see. Project path is at the end after environment, and it's none. Never even gets touched. I wonder if project path is for testing purposes only, or why it's even in here. Do we have a path? Yes, load file, save file. Okay, I think we're going to follow suit on this. If project path else current working directory. Okay, I'll pull this down so we can pull it back up later if we need it. Project path. Let's do project. Let's do V5J. Do a substitute metadata dot project project path. Okay. And then we want to do try metadata dot project path. Okay. And then we're over in space flights. Can we do some diffs? It seems like it's working. I should have done like verbose so I could see. What we're trying to do is we're trying to load up two data pipelines, get like a DAG object out of it that tells us about nodes, where they come in and out. So it'll give us inputs, outputs, tags, and then we're gonna compare those and then print them to the screen, hopefully looking good. What I'm expecting is some names to change on this one. This is taking longer than expected, so we may have to abort. We're gonna plug something in. Let's do verbose. It's still thinking hard. Pull up the. We're doing this, working on it live. We can see some of our project progress back from April 5th. We got diff stat to work. We fixed diff stat. I ran it on a work project and then obfuscated some things. And then here we're getting full diffs. Man, like a couple months have gone by and we're still kind of at the same spot. Progress slowed up. So we might need let's do live search for verbose. So we're saying if verbose is okay. What was that? I should have opened that. So if verbose is greater than 2, or we'll do greater than 1, then we'll start printing some stuff. Verbose greater than 1. Then do we have a console logger? Okay. think I want to extract this out. So I have a function called getJSON that has a dash quiet, and then some different verbose methods. Let's do what kind of files do we like? Do we have a we're just going to make a new module and D9J because I don't want to do this a bunch of times. Def get logger. We want quiet equals false, verbose equals 0. I don't know if we need both, but actually, def logger, and then we want verbose first. Verbose equals 0, quiet equals false. And then return logger. And this should be get logger from import login. Okay, silent loggers. Okay, and this is going to start taking in some more imports. I think. Did we not need to import anything? No. Okay, cool. Cool stuff. So then over here, we're going to get rid of the Kedro-diff. Kedro-diff dot logger import get logger. What's it trying to say? Full screen. Logger is not accessed. That's fine. So I made a logger and then never used it. Okay, so this project path. Where's our dev diff? Here. So we can do logger equals get logger. We need to name our logger. Or we don't need to name our logger. We're going to just call everybody's going to get Kedro-diff for now. I don't see that changing. I don't think we need any more granular view into a logger. Get logger. And then we do verbose equals verbose. and quiet equals quiet. Logger is not accessed. Logger dot log. Um, quiet is not defined, so let's search for quiet. And we have it down here. Go up to verbose, quiet. Uh, right. So now we're logging some things. What else would be? Um, okay, so this one actually hit something. No such file or directory. Kedro-diff. File not found. Error. Okay. ls ls-laht. We should see Kedro-diff here. Oh, we're in Kedro-diff. cd space flights ls-laht. Wonder if this is our issue of it not if we're not making the Kedro-diff directory. We want to do -vvv. So -vvv will be a triple verbose logging log. Missing one required. How do I even do a? Do I have to do? Like, I don't want to set my log level each time. Okay, logger.warning. Okay, which is where I started, and then the autocomplete threw me off a bit. We want info. Does that work? I just logger.warning. Cannot find parameter in the catalog. This looks right. IPython. From Kedro, diff logger, import get logger, logger equals get logger, logger dot log, hey, logger. Is there an info? No info. What can we do on logger? Did we return? Is that our issue? We return the logger, get logger. Always returns. Logger is a function. Oh. Logger info, hey. Okay. If we do get logger verbose equals 5, that's where we should see it. I don't know what I'm doing with loggers apparently. So I set the log level to info. Logger info. Logger warning. Hey. So it gives me warnings. Logger dot set level. Import logging. Logger dot set level. Logging dot debug. So if I'm at debug, I get a hey. If I'm at info, logger. If I set level to info, still nothing. If I go to debug, nothing. If I go to warning, nothing. What was working? Oh, because I was going up to, I was doing a warning. I want info to work. Can I set level 1? Neither one works. You like the black color, galactic, James, epic. I think I I set up a, do I have this keyboard? Oh, we have not set keyboard up yet. I thought we did. Search for in info. Yeah, Galactic, I gotta set those up. I don't know what commands I have set up. Not very many. Where's an example of them? Okay, logger.warning message, log a level info on this logger. The arguments are interpreted as for debug. Info is 20. Set level sets the threshold for the handler to level. Logging messages which are less severe than this level will be ignored. A handler is created. The level is set to not set, which causes all messages to be processed. What is not set? Is that 0? Not set is 0. Okay. We don't need, it should just work. Let's do, got a work message coming in. Let's do, okay. How do we get a logging.info to work? Logging, okay. I will not print anything. Okay. A set level logging.debug. Create a console handler and set level to debug. I guess, oh, Galactic, thanks for the follow. That was a couple minutes ago. I guess you asked about mouse and keyboard. I got the Razer Atheris mouse, Bluetooth, and then Vortex Poker 3. We do a, how do you add commands in Nightbot? I'm getting distracted now. See, we did a keyboard. It's here. I wonder if I have to, if I did the alias wrong. How do you add commands? Anyways, let's stick to what we're trying to do. We're trying to log some messages, and apparently I don't know how to do so. Create a logger, and then in application code, we just do this kind of stuff. If I do a logger.warning, I don't get anything. Oh, because my level is 100. 0. Okay. And I can warning, and I can not info. Logger log 20. Hey. Why does it work if we go above 50? 30? Not 30. 20. 20 does not work. Why does 20 not work? Logger. It's set to warning. Logging. Logger dot. See, we did a set level. It still says warning. Why does it say warning? Specifies the lowest severity log message for the logger where debug is the lowest. Set level message, just as in logger objects, specifies the lowest severity. Dispatched. So here they're creating a logger with get logger. They're doing set level. And it is not setting the level for me. Let's do import logging. Logger equals get logger. Logging dot get logger. Me logger dot set level. Dot not set. I still can't. Yes, Wyatt. Hold on. Gotta do. Right, all right. At this point, I feel like I'm in the weeds. there. Print. We will make this a logger later. Oh, this is the one. Okay. So I'm trying to run Kedro-diff on an actual project, and we are bumping into some project path issues today. I suspect it's a change that happened from version 17.2 to 17.3. We're not getting any messages. Yeah, we wanted to. We're just gonna do copy this, do DT there, print, save, zoom in again. Okay, so project path is set to space flights. Why is it just like it's stalling out on me? And I don't know where. Um, what can we do? This was working before we went to 17.3. It was working on 17.2. And now it is not working. We set the project path. We never converted pipelines. Let's X out of that. So we're into JSON. Let's make sure that we are getting parsing and parsed. We're going super old school print statement debugging here. Okay, so it gets that one. redirected commit 1 to JSON. Okay. LSLHT. I guess, okay, so we do have a Kedro-diff. Okay, there's nothing in it. So earlier it complained. Okay, no such file or directory. Kedro space flights. Okay. Can we do like a dot head? Does this work? I guess what are our commits? We'll do commit 1 colon commit 1. Substitute 1 with 2 everywhere. Save. I will. What happens when we do this one? It parses them into that. Is this? I wonder if the parse is not. Because the parse should return the commit hash. Let's go back here and do go to definition. So here we're setting up a logger again, which I don't want to do. I want to do the thing on the right, but the thing on the right is not working. Printf using temp temp directory temp dir name. Okay, we made it here. Print, spell that right. Print f project copy to temp dir. We'll spell that out. Directory. Actually, it happened here. Here we have commit checked out. Checked out. We'll do checkout, yeah. Okay. So I'm bumping into issues copying, using copy tree, or setting up this logger. Is it this logger that logger setup. Go to definition. Okay. Copy tree. Is it the V and V? Have I? I wonder. I've never done this with a .v and V before. Let's do CP Kedro. Oh, C, copy Kedro space flights to Kedro space flights. No VNV. -R. Something's locked. There's something weird going on in this directory. Is that the data? It's not that big. It's not that big, is it? Split. Where is Kedro space flights? Oh, how do I have this guy? It can't even tell me. I wonder what it's missing. Like, what are we? I can't copy things. Okay. Let's do a closed session XXX. We're even going to do a tmux kill server. Exit. Exit. Using WSL, I have a suspicion that WSL is throwing us for a loop here. I don't know though. Kedro-diff. If we okay, and then and I activated that. I don't know if I should CP. Why can't I copy this? Is there a tool that copies things like respecting a git ignore? Is there a way we could do that? No, we don't want to do that because out loud here. os.list_dir source is a path, dest is a path. Okay. My Python. Let's do import os. From path lib import path dot current working directory. Source equals os.list dir source. Okay. Delete to there. Items equals this. And let's do item for item in there if item not in, ignore items. Okay, so what we want for ignore items is .nvrc .get. No, we need our .get actually. Dot, env. This is the one that I think is causing us the issue. There we go. It was that VNV. Okay. So today we learned we definitely need a Kedro-diff ignore. And we have nodes like we expected at the very beginning. And what has happened is we've created we've renamed our pipelines. So since we renamed pipelines from dunder default data processing.nodes, I think this is, and it's actually backwards. I don't know. I need to check git C1 FEE. We'll get rid of the verbose, but our print statements will still be there from today. We have a bunch of stuff coming in that may not even be our print statements. Okay, this looks better. So, new nodes. Question: if I have this backwards, we do a git diff, we should see green on new nodes. Okay, plus find Kedro. I think this is good because we added find Kedro, and that's what renamed our pipelines for us. We got rid of create pipeline. We got rid of all the node imports and converted. So if we go back to git log, the thing that happened in the spaceflight tutorial is we finished my Kedro-diff. Okay, we finished the tutorial and then we implemented find Kedro, which has a slightly different way of naming nodes out of the box, or naming the pipelines out of the box. So that gave us new pipeline names. And we can see that in the diff here, and we can see we no longer import DSDP. We just return find Kedro pipelines path. And it figures everything out for us. Okay. And then when we Kedro-diff, okay, so next time we need new nodes. We got rid of DSDP. We now have data science nodes and data processing nodes. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to clean up for the day just a little bit. Read me. We need a configuration. We need a needs Kedro diff ignore. I think this is going to go in the config file. So users could potentially change their Kedro-diff ignore. And that would solve the issue here where I couldn't copy this VENV. If their VENV was named different, they could pop that into their ignore items. Most of the time, that's not going to matter. We can't use a get ignore because things like credentials are required to like kickstart up the pipeline object, and we'll likely get some sort of error message without those. So if they have like a credentials.yaml on their machine, they still need them. Okay. Let's go to commit this. Oh, I got pre-commit installed. Okay. I want to see. There you go. Oh, I have print statements here. I don't want these here. I don't want to commit these. That was part of my. I did want to commit this. Oh, fugitive. Hope you fugitive um, stage selection. Run gcdiff command. It will open a split. Well, in the original window. Git add run diff put command to operate on range dp. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try this. If I quit, then it won't commit that. Let's do this. We have this staged. We will unstage it. We can do gdiff. Maybe we need to be in the file we want to be in. Only gdiff. And then when we do this, you can simply use vim's diff command dpdo to diff put diff get to move the hunk to the stage index. Okay. You can diff. Okay, so if I diff put and I do G, we have to says we have to write it. Now if I run G, staged has that. All right, so one positive of the morning, I learned a fugitive command. Pumped for that, GCC. We're staged. It's not GCC, just CC. Now we're doing another pre-commit. Set up to ignore virtual environments. Okay. I'm going to make note of the fugitive. Okay. Staging hunks in the file you want to stage hunks of run colon gdiff then use vim's diff commands. Those are dp do diff put diff get move hunk between the stage then write the file to so we do a gdiff diff put :w colon something like that. Okay. I have some work things to get to, so I am going to sign off for the day.